Introducing Mr. President.
Hi, Mr. President. How are you today?
Good.
That's
How
good.
are you?
I'm all right. So let's open it up with the Midwest. I'm sure you've heard about the floods in the Midwest.
Yes,
There's
I
been a lot of
have.
rain. It's been accumulating, and they can't control it. The flood levels are rising at unsustainable rates. What are you doing about these floods? Are you?
We are sending help to the families that are affected.
What do you mean? What do you mean by help?
We are giving them first aid
Mr. President,
help.
what do you mean about help? First aid, food. How are you transferring this? Because there's floods.
We are giving them food, first aid, and everything they need by chopper.
Okay, that seems like an effective way. Okay, sounds pretty good. After the recent events in Boston, how is the United States tackling terrorism differently?
Now, for events like races, we are adding extra security.
All right.
We are, like, when the people enter the race, we are checking them to see if they have bombs. And if they have bombs, we just throw them out of the race or take them to jail.
Are you just checking for bombs? Or are you checking for
checking-
knives?
we
Or
are checking
how
for-
far does the checking go?
We are checking for anything that could kill millions of people. Like bombs, like guns, like all that.
Good. Yes. Okay. Good. So, what about the genocide in countries like Syria? What do you think the United States should be involved in that in any way?
Yes.
You
I think
we should
be
intervene?
involved. Because the U.S. is a country that
Yes.
is like the greatest, I don't know, like is the greatest country that is supposed to be the role model for helping people. So we should
The face of the needy.
Yes.
Giving back to the poor.
we should go in and help like we did in World War II after
You
World
think we
War
should,
like
even
what
though
we-
Washington himself said to stay out of foreign matters, you believe that we should indeed go against him and help.
If it severely happens again like World War II did, you know how we went into
Yes.
we did the liquidation with the whole resistance and all that. Like if something severely happens like that again, like I believe it is in Syria, the leader's killing all his people, I think we should go in there and help. Like just help all the people, get them out before any more people die.
It's a good idea. All right. Well, while we're on the topic of someone as a dictator, North Korea's new dictator, I'm sure you know of,
Yes.
has recently pointed nuclear missiles towards U.S. bases. Now, we don't know what he plans on doing with this, if it's a scare tactic, but what do you plan on doing to help protect the United States?
Since the U.S. has the power to make a nuclear bomb like we did after World War II, like when we bombed Japan,
Yes.
the
Sure.
U.S., if North Korea hits us, they hit us first, we can, no, if North Korea, we have the power to, if they shoot a missile in the sky, we have, if they shoot a missile in the sky, we have, if we have, okay, so we have the power, if North Korea shoots a missile in the sky, we have the nuclear power to just shoot it out of the sky.
Okay.
Like, if they bomb us first, we bomb them back.
If they bomb us first, that might mean the end of civilization in the United States.
Okay,
So,
well,
what do you mean by that?
okay,
It could be too late.
like, if they plan to attack us, why don't we just bomb them before they...
You think we should just go
Or
ahead
just-
and take
or-
care of the problem
Or
ahead of
we
time?
can just go in and kill the leader.
We could. I'm sure they would have resistance.
Then we would just fight
We
back.
do have one of the best armies in the world. That is
Yes.
valid.
And we have Great Britain to help us.
That is
So,
true.
they have the Royal Navy, I think it's called.
All right. Now, I hate to say this, but we do need approval on the budget. What are you doing to help reach a pact on the budget here?
My belief on the budget is that we should tax wealthy people because
Tax
they
wealthy
earn the
people.
most money.
That's valid.
Middle class families, they should be little taxed, like
Little tax.
limited amount of tax.
Small amount of tax on lower income families.
Yes. And the poor, like the low class families, I believe that if the wealthy people give us, they tax the wealthy people, then we give the money to the poor
We can use the
people.
money that we tax from the wealthy to get back to the poor.
Yes.
Fairway Robin Hood. All right.
Yes.
Valid. Now, what is your stand on gay marriage? It's becoming a more trend in legalization of gay marriage in countries such as California and pushes for such legislation. Do you think that it will one day reach all states and it will just become a national?
Yes.
You do think so? Are you going to, in your regime, try to push for such a thing?
Yes.
All right. Are you going to speak with state legislators and try to reach agreements on the topic? And then, while we're on that topic, what about marijuana? Because that is another topic that's also recently been more and more approved in several states, such as Nevada, California.
The pros and cons of marijuana are, the cons
Colorado.
are people use it illegally. They just, like teenagers, they use it illegally. They just smoke it like every day.
Yeah, all teenagers just smoke marijuana all day.
Yes, but the pros of it is medical marijuana. It helps with your illnesses.
Now, how do we determine if someone is eligible for
We
medical
test them.
marijuana?
We
You test them
if
for
we
what?
have- we test if they have a medical problem that they have the right to
That
have
they
medical
would need to
marijuana.
have it.
Yes.
All right. And finally, gun control. What do you think should be done about gun control?
My belief on the gun control, it goes back to the Second Amendment. We have the right to bear arms. I still believe that we should hold that amendment in place because that is the original American way.
Yes, that is the original American way.
I think we should take actions like, let's say a person has a severe illness like the Sandy Hook Elementary School.
Yes.
I believe that every gun store should check the background of the people, the customers they're buying. If they have severe illnesses, or if they have a criminal record, do not give them a gun. But I believe that you need a gun to protect yourself. So, like it's the Second Amendment though, so you cannot get rid of the Second Amendment.
Although many of the amendments are amendments, they are changed over time.
Yes.
Do you think this is one of those amendments?
No.
You do not.
The Second Amendment should never be changed because that's one of the basic American rights to have a gun.
Bill of Rights. It's the Second Amendment.
Yes, because if you look back in history, like we need guns. Like if let's say another war happens, okay, what are we gonna do?
That is true. We wouldn't be able to protect ourselves. We'd be sitting ducks. Quack.
Yes, quack.
All right. Are there any final things you want to say to America? We'll probably have another one of these in like 2 weeks. But is there any final thoughts you want to give us?
No.
There's absolutely nothing you want to say to millions of people watching at home.
No.
You don't want to talk to them at all.
No.
All right. Mr. President, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.